Welcome back to Seen It Before, where we're probably going to say something stupid about your favorite movie because we have seen it all before. I'm Danny.
I was supposed to take it over for you right there, but you know, I can't steal your thunder like that. You're all dramatic and stuff like that.
We need to bring the drama to the podcast.
Well, we're going to bring the drama for this one. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah?
10 Cloverfield Lane, baby. We're skipping right over the first Cloverfield because it's a fucking shit show. But you know what?
You don't like the first one?
No. Okay, I haven't seen it since probably 2015, 2014.
Okay.
Joe says it's better than he remembers it being because I talked to him about it today.
I haven't seen it. I just know people really like it, and it's got it has the iconic poster with the Statue of Liberty head.
Yeah,
that's a great picture, but I haven't.
It's a great marketing campaign. They did they did really good with the marketing on that movie, but no one's went to see it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it was a gamble to do it with the first one.
They did it with the Transformers trailer. They put it out for the first Transformers trailer.
Oh, in 2007?
With the first Transformers movie, they put it out then.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wait, when did it release?
That was 2008, 2009.
I don't know. I do know the market. This whole franchise is known for its marketing campaigns.
Yeah.
Because
2008.
This one for 10 Cloverfield Lane, I was very surprised because I think I saw the first trailer ever for it. It came out a month or two before the movie released. And we're like, what the fuck? This looks awesome. John Goodman, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, that other guy.
Yeah, he's done a few things.
He was actually my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, no, he's great.
John Gallagher Jr.
John Gallagher Jr., yeah. He plays Emmett.
Yeah. And then Cloverfield Paradox happened, which... do you remember the campaign for that one, though?
No, I don't remember the campaign, but I remember seeing it once.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't good. But the trailer dropped during the Super Bowl, whatever year it came out, and then it released that night on Netflix.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I thought that was genius. Wasn't a good movie. That's probably why they dropped it, just nonchalantly.
I think it was 2020, actually, or 2019 or 2020 it came out.
I was dating Sep, so...
It's probably 2020.
Somewhere in there,
You're still dating her.
No, it was my first year dating her.
Still dating her.
I'm still dating her, yeah. Sadly. Anyway.
Let's get to it.
We're bringing it back. 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Nobody's on me. Nobody's on me. There we go. All right. Yeah, so we brought it back.
Can we cut that out? That was stupid.
So this movie is quite the contrast to its first one, I would say.
Yeah.
It's more of this, thriller mystery. And maybe a little mystery, but it's kind of
it gets revealed. Yeah.
It's very psychological, actually. You don't even hear Mary Elizabeth Winstead talk until 10 minutes into the movie.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's all very silent, very picturesque in the first 10 minutes or so of the movie.
Yeah, the whole first 10 minutes is silent too, or atmospheric music. And it's funny because how I was talking about last week with I was comparing the songs and stuff because I was into scores at the time. Yeah. This is another movie that I was really obsessed with the score for.
Yeah, Bear McCreary.
Yeah, and I heard the my car automatically plays the first song or whatever, and it just happened to be this or Bear McCreary. It could be. It just happened to be from this thing, so I kept hearing over
That's
and over again.
Terrifying.
Yeah, so I'm what the fuck? Now it's
Imagine that in 2020 if that came on, you were just driving around, just
oh, I'd be terrified. Yeah, well, because it's sort of it's not exact, but it's sort of what happened with the pandemic.
Yeah, it's similar lines. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2016, so it's 4 years before it happened. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Yeah. So she's packing up all her shit. She's run away from what we understand is a abusive relationship with her boyfriend. Bradley Cooper.
Yep.
He's fucking of all people to just be, all right, Bradley, you're gonna be a voice on the phone.
And then you're gonna go record some raccoon lines.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I bet you he was probably doing the voice
he probably just mailed it in, phoned it in.
Yeah.
It's all you got is literally on a phone, so that's all
I thought it was Ryan Gosling for a second, but I'm no, that's Bradley Cooper because it's got that you can hear Rocket in there a little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't tell because I wasn't really listening to the voice. I was just oh, it's just the voice.
I figured it was just some no-name guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Nope.
And then she rounds a corner and then just gets run off the road by somebody.
Yeah, like she sees this dude looking at her when she's like filling her gas tank up or whatever. Who's just like,
oh, was this some other guy?
No, it was the same truck.
Oh, so
that was John.
So it was John Goodman doing?
Yeah,
okay,
it was his truck. And then he runs her off the road, and then it cuts to like the title card, which is right. I think it cut to the title card. Yeah,
like Cloverfield. No, 10 Cloverfield.
Yeah, 10 Cloverfield Lane. And then she wakes up in a fucking dungeon of a basement and all this weird shit. You know, how would you? I mean, it literally looks like she was kidnapped. Like I would react the exact same way. You know, she's chained with her leg to the fucking wall, and she's.
Here's something that I appreciate though. She is like, it's not like, so she's handcuffed, like her leg is handcuffed to the bar and she's got like a broken leg now. And her bag is a very far distance away from her. It's in the corner of the room. And like, it's just maybe a stupid thing, but I appreciate the fact that like they're thinking like logistically, like or Howard would put the bag in the room because he wants to be polite, but away from her. Because like that's, you know, because they have this whole scene where like she's trying to do the thing. Any other movie I think would just be like the handcuffs would be longer and then she could just barely reach it with her hands and then she does the thing.
They really thought out the setting and how it would be. It's very clearly thoroughly thought through. That was a way to say that, and it's a really long way to say that, but you get what I'm saying. The setup was nice, and even that whole one shot when she woke up, she's like, she wakes up, she's all dazed, and then she immediately looks over, she's like, where the fuck am I? And then she's like, oh shit, I'm chained to the wall. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
And then she knocks over the shit and does all that. Gets her phone, no service, shocker.
Yeah.
She's in a fucking bunker.
And then we meet Howard for the first time, where he's like,
Howard.
well, he knocks over some food and stuff.
Former space engineer. He works as like a rocket scientist type engineer.
I don't no clue what he did.
Yeah, that's what they said he was, and he's this hoarding. What's the
insane man?
Prepper.
He's a prepper. Yeah,
and that was a big thing back in like the 2015, 2016 era. So like they got that pretty spot on. Like a lot of people are fearing the end of the world. A lot of people still fear the end of the world, especially with 2020 and all that stuff that happened.
I remember right around when 2012 was about to happen.
Oh my god, yeah, that dude.
Like it was all over the place.
See, this movie was like a few years too late, but it was still relevant, even if it. Yeah,
I like that this movie started off as like, I guess it's sort of like a semi-tradition for this franchise now because they have, they're using spec scripts to supply this franchise now. Like that's how, like this movie started off as a spec script called The Cellar, written by, I know Damien Chazelle was involved somewhere.
He was involved with this, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, I was like,
I always forget that, and I always like to joke. I was joking with Cameron today about it. And I was like, "Oh, he did the twerk scene." That was a Damien Chazelle scene all the way.
He looks so goofy. It's like the way the cameras,
dude. I kept joking with you and Cameron. I'm just like, "We're gonna do the twerk scene. We're gonna do it."
I'm good. I can't twerk.
No, I'm not saying you can't. I mean, we're just going to do it anyway. We're just going to do it anyway.
That's not a requirement.
No, it's not a requirement at all. We're going to do it. Just you wait.
Please stand by.
Just kidding. We're not that dumb. Anyway, so if you want to see that, though,
DM him.
Just DM Dan the Donut Man 1. I don't know. It's if you want to see it.
I'm random person on the internet. I would love to see you twerk. Your best. Do your best.
What's the price tag I should do that for? What should I put the price tag for
I'm
that?
a little concerned. What's your lowest? I'm a little concerned about this.
It's a great question. I wanted to hear the highest first thing you would say.
I wouldn't do it for anything. I want you to set
the bar for me.
Okay, so the parameters are... You know, there's a difference between posting it online,
Danny, whoring me out. Just fucking give me a number,
and then sending it personally to whoever asks. Like there's a difference there.
You're whoring me out. Just give me a number.
You're the one who wants to do it.
I don't want to. I'm just talking on my ass here.
Personally, I wouldn't do it for anything less than like $100.
Yeah, I would be higher than that. I'm not going to say the number, but it's higher than that.
That would be posting it on our Instagram where we can delete it and.
TikTok will go fucking crazy.
Yeah. Like, who's this goofy white guy trying to do a dance from 2015?
What if I get a fat suit and just do
Well, speaking of
recreate it.
he lost the weight.
He did.
Right after this movie. I thought he gained it back a little bit, but he's got all the skin still, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah, that happens in older age. I mean, So back to the actual movie here. He talks to her for the first time. That's where we were. So he introduced himself as Howard, and she's like, please don't do. She's like fucking freaked out. She's like, don't rape me. I don't know. She's like,
I mean, she's valid, you know.
And he's like, no. He's got such a weird mentality. I don't know how to describe it. As like, you know,
he's got this weird fixation with his daughter. I think he's obvious to me that he sees her as his daughter.
Abandonment issues, I guess, in a way.
Because they mentioned later on his wife or his ex-wife turned his daughter against him.
Yeah, and that part was true. And obviously we'll get to more of that a little later. But yeah, he's definitely one of those, you know, social outcasts in a way, and kind of doesn't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was a flat earther too. So, well, I mean, he knows all about the hydrochloric, or it's some sort of different acid. I know it wasn't hydrochloric.
It's here, I have it right here. It's fuck, where is it? No, I had it. Oh, no. Pyloric acid.
I don't know. It took you way too long to find that.
I know. And I'm gonna edit around it.
It's like a good 30 seconds. I got it.
Because I'm in the synopsis. I know they said it because I had to remind myself because I saw this like 3 days ago. Anyway,
but yeah, he's a smart dude. He knows all about science and shit.
Yeah, he's a
science and shit.
Science is cool, kids. Anyway, so he leaves the room. He leaves her food or whatever and some crutches, and she decides, I'm gonna fucking stab this guy.
Yeah,
I don't like him.
She was able to grind that into a point very quick.
Like, damn. I mean, it kind of reminded me a little bit of like, you know, Dan Trachtenberg did do Prey, so it's very similar in that aspect too.
Yeah, Dan Trachtenberg, he needs more love.
He does.
Those two movies were good.
He's got some really good ideas, really good blocking, lots of really cool. I said ideas. I can't think of other words, but you know.
Well, he made it work. They're in like a small bunker, and he made all the shots like he made it look still enclosed,
compelling.
but like you know how big a fucking camera rig is. They were able to fit that look natural in there.
Yeah,
so.
like it was really detailed set, really nicely done.
It reminded me of Room, the one with not The Room, the one with Brie Larson where she won an Oscar, I think. She actually shot that in that size of room with I think it was just the director and he had just the camera and he was just kind of like following all the shots and stuff.
And that's how you get away with, you know, low budget stuff.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact, that dude was born on my birthday.
Who?
The guy who directed Lenny McAbrahamson. I don't know.
When I hear Lenny, I think Lenny Kravitz. I'm like, it's not,
no, not Lenny Kravitz.
It's not.
He's an Irish guy, very white.
Yes. Okay. So she's trying to stab him, tries to get away, and she fucks up. Shocker.
No.
And she meets Emmett.
The heart of the movie. I
Honestly,
fucking love this guy.
Dude, so pure. He's Emmett.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna die like the second I saw him.
I know. the poor guy. Like, and this is a good example of these two just being friends without having to have a romantic relationship.
Right.
It's a really good buddy movie, and obviously, she tests his patience. Howard's patience at the dinner table. She's like, oh, what can I get away with here? And I'm going to flirt with Emmett a little.
Yeah.
Oh, can you pass the salt?
And the way he's just pepper. He has no fucking clue. He's like, okay. And she's like,
yeah.
Thanks. And she's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And he fucking slams her against the wall. It's like, oh. John Goodman, man.
Yeah. So, he's very overprotective already of her.
Because he thinks of her as a pure, innocent girl.
Yeah, I thought it's a little on the nose, but I still think it's a great scene where they're playing the guessing game thing.
The board game. Yeah. Oh, that's a good scene.
Little
girl,
child,
fuck,
little princess.
It was woman,
Howard, fucking creep.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is awkward as fuck, dude.
Basically, the whole movie's just like his deteriorate, or like them realizing like how fucked up this guy is.
Yeah, like they get along with him for a while, and everything seems to be going good, and then shit happens, and he's just fucked up with that shit right there. And then let's go back to the dinner scene for a second, because like that scene, just the way it's blocked, the way they show emotion in that scene is so well done. A+ in acting right there for all three of them.
There's something about it's easy to watch that scene.
Yeah, like it. I had to go back to it. I rewound it. I was like, oh my god, this scene's so fucking good.
I really like all the single shots. You got Howard kind of like leaning forward. I'm not sure if it's a John Goodman thing, but I noticed he was kind of like leaning forward, hogging the table a little bit, and then Mary Elizabeth Winstead is just kind of like,
she's like,
and we pretty much only see her like when we see her face, it's like head on, like
yes,
full frame, and then Emmett's just like he's Emmett.
He's just there. He's the heart. So their relationship builds through their hatred of Howard, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
And how fucked up when he shows her the picture of this girl that he says is his daughter. And it's not his daughter. That's that girl that disappeared 2 years ago. Ow.
Yeah, so you find all these different little clues. She shows the picture, notices the earring, and then she goes up to fix the vent or whatever.
Yeah. And it is help scratched from the inside.
Yeah, and then she finds the green earring with blood on it. Oh no!
Oh, she was wearing that earring. Oh,
he trapped his daughter.
And what the fuck do you think happened there? Because like it's never explained. It's only alluded to. Like, did he kidnap her because after his daughter left, he kind of felt like I don't know what to do without a daughter type figure or something like that, and he just like kidnapped her?
I think it's something along the lines of like Don't Breathe, where like,
in what way?
Well, you've seen the movie, right?
Yeah.
So his daughter gets killed by this other girl.
Oh, yeah.
Then he takes that girl to have a baby with her.
Wait, I'm not thinking of Don't Breathe. I was thinking of that fucking the blind man. That is Don't Breathe? Oh.
Yeah, with Turkey Baster?
That is the same movie. That is the same movie.
I just got to say that. Like, it all came back.
That took me a hot minute. I've only seen the movie once when it first came out.
I mean, I just watched it to watch that one guy. The way they shot him get shot in the mouth, where it's like slow motion, like and goes like his cheeks. It looks like kind of like Fight Club.
Yeah.
But no, so I'm assuming it's something along the lines of like he just like found this girl, looks similar to his daughter, kidnapped her.
Asked her to come over and help him with something, and then just fucking trapped her.
She tried to escape with the help thing, and then I bet you he just put her in the acid again.
Yeah, but so that was before all this. Do you think he lived in the bunker just by himself beforehand? Because he has a house too, I'm pretty sure. So like...
yeah. I mean, he probably does both. Like,
did he just like keep her down there and not go down there with her? Oh,
yeah, probably.
Man. Oh, God, that's fucked.
Yeah, man. He's a fucked up guy.
Oh man. But he's doing this for like good reasons because of what's happening.
Yeah, he's justifying this entire aliens are coming. He's like, oh, so my secret torture bunker is alright.
He obviously should have an idea of what it is. He probably saw stuff on the news. Mm-hmm. Oh no, he heard it on the radio he said he heard it on the radio when he was driving past her or whatever. And then that's when he knocked her off the road.
So I need to find a woman.
I need to find a woman to climb through the vents. That's exactly
small,
what it was.
nimble.
Yeah, like oh my god, dude, so fucked.
Aliens, woman.
Let's go back to Emmett for a second because his whole backstory is kind of just
he's just like a carpenter, and he was helping him build the bunker, and he noticed like this dude's a little fucking off. And then he sees he describes it as like a red beam. And like I remember watching a video a while ago that's not how the original Cloverfield movie introduces the alien or whatever. There's no red glowing thing in the sky. So I remember that sparked a lot of different theories as if like this was like an alternate universe or like there were multiple alien attacks happening at the same time. Like, so this is clearly a different type of event, obviously, because we don't see
Louisiana as opposed to New York.
So. Right. So it must have been like, I mean, we find out in Cloverfield Paradox, I'm not sure how linked together all these movies are.
Well, they link together because there's a dude with Howard's last name that's also played by John Goodman, right? I'm pretty sure there's another dude played like his brother. I think they kind of explain that in a way.
In Paradox?
Yeah, I read something on this.
I never saw it. I don't remember that.
Let me see if I can find that because it was a trivia fact on here. It was something like, no, it's gonna take a minute. Oh, here we go. The character Mark Stambler is featured on screen discussing the Shepard particle experiment or whatever. In this film, John Goodman's character Howard Stambler also talks about his conspiracy theories. It's noted that Howard worked on satellites, and
is it the same satellite in Paradox?
Fans theorize that Mark and Howard are brothers, given the similar opinions.
I see.
That's how they loosely got that away with, I guess.
I think all these little things that pop up are just kind of symptoms of like the fact that this was retrofitted. Like both those movies were retrofitted into this franchise.
Like, I mean, yeah, okay, it's loose, but like, don't.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Although I am just a tiny bit confused as to, was Howard just, did he know about like, okay, how does the gas work?
The gas?
Because the aliens are out there, obviously.
Yeah.
But there's this whole like scene where like she realizes, the air isn't toxic. Howard's been lying to her the whole
birds
time.
are going by, and there's birds that can breathe oxygen.
Right.
Yeah, that's how she realized she could breathe.
But you had the lady.
So she must have gotten beamed by the aliens or something and got away. That's probably what he was thinking.
And then the pigs too.
That's what I'm thinking. Like they definitely got like abducted or killed somehow like that.
Okay.
Maybe Howard just didn't see it, and then he came out the next day, and it happened to be like that. That's how I allude to it being like that.
Yeah, I'm just like confused on the rules, especially related to the rest of the franchise.
Yeah, see, I think it's best not to look too deep into that.
Yeah,
just enjoy the movie for what it is, because it's
also,
the best of the trilogy.
The lady that like ran up to the bunker, you know who that is?
No.
She plays Lori Bream in Silicon Valley. She's like the super deadpan character. Where she's like genuinely, she's kind of like a Sheldon type, but not like crazy. She doesn't have any breaks like that or anything. But she's just like, she's like very matter of fact. She's like we don't want to invest in your company.
Okay, so she's robotic.
Yeah, very robotic. Yeah, it was just funny watching her be like, "You bitch, open up, you bitch." And I'm like, Lori, what are you saying? Yeah, she started breaking her face.
Okay, lady.
You want to get in that bad?
Okay, lady, you're crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was talking about Emmett's backstory, not just Emmett's part of the story. And that's like he's a failed track star, not a failed track star, a very good track star in high school, had a scholarship and everything to go to like this Louisiana big school, like D1, and he decides like, I can't do it. It's just anxiety, and he had a bus ticket and everything, and just
and he still holds on to the. I'm not sure if you saw it. He has the ticket still.
He still had it in his wallet, and it just makes it even more tragic because like he could have not been in this whole situation at all.
Yep.
I mean, he still probably would have been dead, but like it's
at least he would have been a track star.
Yeah, he would have had some kind of fame. I guess.
It's funny. He's wearing like baggy clothes the whole time. Does he have like? Did he look like a runner to you? Because he didn't look like a runner to me.
I mean, again, it doesn't say how long ago his high school was. It didn't say how old he was.
Yeah.
I mean,
he looked like our age.
He's probably like in his late 20s, I'd say. Yeah. So, again, 10 years can do a lot to a person in a way. So, what?
It can do a lot to a person.
It can do a lot to a person.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you didn't have to. Yeah. I was, what if I really believed I was, and you just like,
Batman's not blonde.
Neither is James Bond, apparently.
Well, apparently Daniel Craig kind of changed that around, so.
Yeah, so who's to say Batman can't be blonde?
I mean, technically, I guess Robert Pattinson's a little blonde, but he's not.
Yeah, see?
But he's not blonde in this movie, so
okay, okay.
This end of this movie, so John Goodman finds the scissors that Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character and what's his face, John Gallagher Jr.'s character had to used to try to get the
They're making a spacesuit.
not a spacesuit, like a gas mask type of
Yeah, like a Fallout looking thing.
Shit.
And they make it out of a bat. I really like the design.
And I love how it
with the
came
curtain.
back. It's like it was like there was a lingering shot in the very beginning on the
I
bathtub.
was like, that's a very interesting bath curtain. So
And they decided to make it
shower
into
curtain.
a suit, and it worked for the most part. But John Goodman found out the scissors were missing, and he brings up this pionic or psionic, however you want to say it, acid. Brings up this acid, and it's like drop it in.
Oh, phyllochloric. Sorry,
He did it. He drops them in.
He's like, I did it, and I love like
he's trying to be the bigger person, just be like, you're the one that's going to escape anyway. I will stay behind. He basically alludes to that.
Because how else would he, or would he? How would he get out? Because Howard has the keys.
It's one suit.
Yeah. Wait, no. They could open the door, but yeah. And I was thinking like halfway through the movie,
they don't
like,
know about the fallout. They think
didn't
it's still fallout.
They never specified who would be wearing the suit, but I figured like you're making it like you have to design the suit to fit a certain person. Mm-hmm. So like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's they're clearly designing it for Michelle, but. I like how he tries to appeal to John or Howard's like psyche a little bit, where he, instead of being like, I did it, I wanted to escape, blah, 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 like a normal person would try to defend them. He's like, I wanted to steal your gun so she would respect me like she respects you. And I like that.
Bold.
Like that's
a very bold way to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. But it almost works.
Almost works. And he's like, okay, I forgive you. Fucking bang.
Bang right in the face.
The first time I saw him, I'm like, oh, fuck.
I love the sound goes out too, but it's like muffled.
And it's all, you have the high pitched ringing in your ears. It's like, oh, man.
There, Elizabeth Winstead, watching her in Ahsoka, you would never know she's actually this good.
Honestly, I mean, this is probably her best role, I would say. Like, best dramatic role.
Everyone's going to say Scott Pilgrim, but, like, let's be honest.
No,
there's not much for her to do in that movie.
No.
This one, she's got
role.
terror. She's got like a little bit of like, she's got to pretend to play a character who's pretending to flirt. Mm-hmm. She's got to be happy. She's got to be sad. The whole gamut of emotions.
The whole gamut. Yes. And so she's fucking shell shocked, and then she finds the bus ticket, yada, yada, yada. And she's like, all right, I got to do this. And she sets up this whole plan to. How did she set up the plan again to like kill him? Or she wasn't gonna kill him. She's gonna escape and grab his keys. But then, like, he's near the acid. Oh no, she's running away. That's right. She ends up running away from him because
she's like, fuck this guy
under the mattress.
Right. And because when there's like the kind of a tense scene where she hides the gas mask and like
and like the screw falls. He goes fishing around up there. Nothing's there, and he sees it under the mattress sticking out.
And he's like, why? I'm just trying to read.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
and she runs away, and then she gets into the acid room, sees the decomposing body of Emmett, and she's like, oh. And ends up
poor guy
fucking kicking the acid can over into him, making him slip and burn himself, and she maneuvers her way out of there. It was fucking wild. Really well done. Well choreographed.
How does it start the fire, though?
Because it goes on the wire, frays the wire of the lamp, and then it sparks.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that starts a fire in this very tightly enclosed bunker.
Yeah.
And now she's got to climb through the vents, Die Hard style. Mm-hmm. And then
she grabs the suit. Yeah, ties it to her ankle, goes through the vents. He's fucking stabbing up there. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
And then he eventually grabs her leg at one point through the vent. It's like, why would you leave
his fleshy hand is like falling apart.
And she ends up just like kicking him off and whatever. It takes a long time for that place to fucking explode. I feel like it'd be a lot less time than it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, plot armor, I guess, to a fault.
She got to get it. What if she fucking burns to death in the vent? Like,
and I love the way that the air can, they mentioned it earlier in the movie. I think during the dinner scene
it's like one on the rocks. And I thought that was a pretty cool idea.
Nice way to allude to that coming in handy later. Really, really well done. I'd never seen that before. I'm like, oh, that's good. That's really good.
And then, so since she gets out, and because this is a Cloverfield movie, she has to have a showdown with the alien.
Yeah,
which I'm not sure that this movie needed it.
No, I don't think so. I think this is where the movie kind of fell apart a little bit for me. I was like, oh, you don't need this. Like, yeah, it's cool, but like, it could have just been its own survival type movie. It didn't need to be aliens. It could have been more ambiguous like it was the whole time.
Yeah.
And it would have worked just the same.
I think it would have been really cool if like we didn't, if they somehow did like the Blair Witch remake thing with this.
I didn't see the Blair Witch remake.
There was a trailer that came out a few months before it released. It was just called advertising this movie called The Woods, and you're like, oh, you're gonna be terrified of this movie called The Woods, and you have no fucking clue. And then all of a sudden, when the movie gets released, it's called Blair Witch. We're like, oh fuck, it's a Blair Witch movie. How cool would it have been if like it was to be awful for like advertising and everything, but how cool would it have been like you just advertise it as the seller, have the whole movie happen, then she escapes, and then she's like, and then she really like, you know, because you still have the aliens in the background. She's like, I'm gonna fight all these fucking aliens, and then she drives past, and then you see Cloverfield Lane on the mailbox like they do, and then that's how it ends. I think that, and then you have the title card, 10 Cloverfield Lane. I think that would be really good.
Really good. I like, damn that.
Yeah.
I like that. I really like that. But I did like the ending of, you know, she escapes everything. And then on the radio, it's like, you can go to Baton Rouge to be safe. You can go to Houston to help in the fight. And I really liked that she went to fight because, damn, just give her another movie already. Yeah. Fuck.
Will we ever see it? Probably not.
This franchise seems very dwindling. I don't think it's going to be a thing unless they do like a TV show, maybe. Like that could be a cool thing.
That could really work.
Maybe, hopefully better than The Purge. I never watched The Purge TV show, but I
hated all those movies, so
what?
I didn't
You hated all those movies?
Every single one. Did not. I watched the first 3. And I'm like, oh, like I gave the first one a shot because it's The Purge. It's got Ethan Hawke in it. This is gonna be good.
I liked
awful. Fucking hate it. I despise that movie. What the fuck happened at the end of that? Then Purge Anarchy, which is the best. Frank Grillo's a badass. But like, come on. It's just like they used all the good shots, and it's like, oh, we're shots. Animals. We need to get all our pent up rage out.
Yeah,
like,
dude, when you see that fucking person with the Statue of Liberty mask, that shit was dope as fuck.
Yeah, it's real cool. But like, just have a trailer. And then election year, oh my God.
Yeah,
that one is bad.
Shite. I saw the Forever Purge on Max recently. It's very Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not as bad as election year. I never saw the first Purge.
What's the one where they tried to like make it super political, where they literally had like a Trump hat on the poster?
That might have been.
That
might have been election year.
No, because that one was just about Connie Britton. She was running for like president or whatever, or she's a senator, and then the Purge happens to her again. But I think it was like the first Purge.
That wouldn't have been like a MAGA hat. It was 2013. That wouldn't have worked.
No, like the movie's called The First Purge.
Oh yeah, The First Purge. Yeah, that was 2018. It's possible that was there.
Yeah, it was like right after you got elected. Anyway, but so I'm like, I saw the Trump hat, I'm like, nope.
I mean, yeah, I never saw The First Purge. That's the only one I didn't see out of the trilogy quad. Five movies.
So, I mean, that concept would work on TV a little better. Yeah. I think Cloverfield would work very well with the TV show because that's like what they're kind of going for with this movie. It's like this Cloverfield event happened. Yeah, and now we have these little side stories, the little anthology episodes. I think would be great.
Ooh, there's an idea, Hollywood. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
WGA just came to a possible deal. I mean, you know.
Tentative.
SAG is probably farther away at this point, but you know, we're getting to a point. Huh?
Why did they strike? Like, I didn't think they had too many complaints.
I think it's for directors aren't getting paid as much. I want to say that's what it was.
Why wouldn't the directing go?
I don't know. I don't remember what the exact thing is. I don't want to speculate on it because I don't remember.
You should know this. We're in the news.
We should. I mean, we know all about the WGA strike.
Yeah.
But hopefully that can come to a resolution in the next few months. Obviously, the 2023-2024 TV season is in flux. It's not going to happen at this point.
Yeah. So we're going to get some shit for a few years, but...
maybe a year. I think we'll get some shit. Hopefully we'll get re-releases. We'll get some big movie re-releases. Like, say we see Infinity War and Endgame in theaters again. I'd fucking see that in IMAX. What if we get, the Dark Knight trilogy, which already came out again recently.
Yeah, it was like $5 or something for the trilogy.
If these things come out, I will see them. There's no doubt that I will see them. Just because they're such big movies. Even like the Tarantino ones we never saw in theaters. That would be cool to
like
witness
Pulp Fiction
in
stuff?
Like,
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Why is that the one that we always say, but I don't think
we
it's that
don't
good.
like that movie.
Yeah, I don't. I like Reservoir Dogs. That's a good
I would
movie.
see that one in theaters. I'd see Kill Bill in theaters.
I would love a double feature with that. It falls off towards the end though, but like, yeah, it's solid. Because he views it as one movie, so.
Anyway, there are options there. Back to Cloverfield. I think we're kind of wrapping this one up. So, what do you give this one?
I think if
I don't know what that was.
other than the facts that they're trying to cram this into the Cloverfield universe, and like they just had to have the alien thing at the end, like that's definitely not its strength. I think it's obviously it's the paranoia. And it's the, you're
Tension
trapped
building,
in
suspense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the suspense. You're trapped in this bunker with this supposed killer. So I think if it just cut off like the last 10 minutes and then got cleaned up like one more round in the writer's room, I think this would be like a 95. But because that's there, I'm going to give it like an 80.
80?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. It's a very entertaining movie. But like I had
rewatchability too.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I didn't go back to this movie until this year, and I saw it when it first came out, and that was it. And I bought it on Blu-ray, and then I actually never watched it.
I never saw it again till just before we watched or before we did this podcast. So I mean, it's a fair assumption. Wow, I can't talk today. Yeah, damn, that makes me think because like a big thing on my ratings is rewatchability.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, I think I will go back to this eventually. Maybe not in the near future. So because of that, I'm probably gonna give it an 88.
88. The crazy 88 from Kill Bill.
Originally, like on Letterboxd, I gave it a 4.5. This is definitely not 4.5 anymore.
Yeah, I haven't even rated that on Letterboxd yet. I've been so down the rabbit hole with Attack on Titan. I just watched the best arc, the Return of Shiganshina. It's a really hard word to say, but that entire arc, I think every episode I gave a 5 out of 5 stars, except for like one of them.
Serialized.
Yes, DJ Was. That's my secret.
We'll get to that.
You gotta watch the show. I don't even care if we do it for the podcast. You just need to watch it.
Before you can find us on Instagram and TikTok with the handle @SceneBeforecast. That's SCENE it Beforecast, and on Twitter with the handle SIB_pod. I'm Dan.
I'm Danny. You can find me on Instagram at Danny_Was, my Letterboxd and serialized, as I just said, at DJ Was, or my YouTube channel, which is just, wait for it, Danny Was.
I apologize for interrupting you, but that was...
Next time, we're doing socks.
Socks!
We're
doing socks, and it's gonna suck so hard.
Probably. Because
I gotta rewatch the first two, because I think those are the two you have to watch before going into this.
Is Darren Lynn Bousman doing this one too?
I don't think so.
Because he did the Spiral, which I thought was... I think it is the worst Saw movie I've seen.
No, it's Kevin Grutert. He did The Strangers.
Okay, good. That was a good movie.
He did, let's see, directing. Jezebel. Never saw that. Saw 3D. Oh, God. Saw 6 and Saw 3D. Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting like mid-tier talent based on those movies.
God, and it's the longest one of all of them. It's 2 hours. 2 hours of gore porn.
No, you don't make a Saw movie longer than an hour and a half.
Gore porn, Danny.
No. Okay, this is already bad news.
This movie's gonna suck so hard. Anyway,
Sucks.
Until next week, we'll see you next time.